All right, so what the hell is today? May 23rd. Yep, that's it. May 23rd. Excuse me, 2 years ago, got this thing for the missus for Mother's Day. And you know what? It's time to back already. I mean, so I got fucked enough mileage on something, it's crazy, My Voss 60R, same thing. I was under the mileage. It's because I had like so many cars has already has like 2,600 miles on it, so I'm kind of like a little over in theory because it should be about 800 miles a month. So let's get back to this i3. What do I think after 2 years of owning it? It's cool. It was fun. It likes to eat up tires, I'll tell you that much, because of all the or anything, but when you do press down on the gas, you can feel the grip and everything else because it's just instant torque. So even though if it's like 160 foot-pounds of torque or whatever, it's still instantaneous, unlike other cars when you have to switch that gear down or get that double kick. This thing just goes. So there we go. And I don't even have the power on at all. I always drive with the power off on you have Comfort and Eco Plus and Eco Pro Plus. So that's the funny thing. The car definitely has its nice boost of energy to it. Will I miss it? Yeah, I guess I'll miss it a little bit, but you know what I won't miss? The inconsistency of the miles and always worried that I'm going to run out of charge, even though I do have the backup generator. It was something that was just always on my mind. Like, I never wanted to push it too much and always trying to conserve. And let me tell you something. I'm not really into that. I don't give a fuck about the environment. I didn't buy the vehicle for that, or rather rent it. The wife wanted something different that nobody else had. So that's basically why we went with this. How does it drive? For being my first BMW, and as you know, I hate BMW. I think the car's great. I think it's a real driver's car. It's got soul. It's got character. Yeah, it looks like a fucking dump on wheels. It's a weird looking, like, I don't know. It looks like a ladybug. Who knows what it looks like? But comparing it even to the Tesla that I had driven, I think this car drives a hell of a lot better than that car. The interior quality on the Tesla was a piece of shit. It really was. I mean, this does look kind of like shitty looking, and I thought that too when I first got in it. But when you really feel the car and you drive the car and you look at all the buttons and gadgetry in it and all the different screens, you start to say to yourself, wow, this is, yeah, it's 50 grand. I think it's a ripoff, but it's a lot of car for the money, especially when the car goes back off lease. I mean, what's this car worth right now? When it goes back, unfortunately, it's probably only worth like 19 grand. And that's a shame. I've seen these things go very low, especially on eBay. You could pick these things up for nothing, So that's the thing about it. It's a real shame because it just doesn't have enough miles to it. How many miles does it really get on a charge? Probably around like 70, I would say, if you're lucky. 68, it usually has it. Sometimes you'll charge it, it will say 86. But it really all depends on how you drive and how conservative you are. I could gain back mileage right now, if need being, by driving conservatively. But ultimately, gas is definitely the way to go. I don't care. Is this the future? I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't think it's practical enough for the future. The other thing about this i3 is it's rear-wheel drive, which is kind of odd. But then again, BMW, what do they make? They make rear-wheel drive vehicles, and with such little skinny tires, the tires are so thin on this thing. They're not wide at all. That also made it so I couldn't drive it during the winter at all, because all BMWs suck in the snow. I don't give a fuck if it's got X-Drive, you name it. They're junk. They can't go up a driveway. So that is the big thing about BMW. And that is an issue. So that's what I would say. All right, guys, I figured I'd do a quick car hater lease return video. And I don't know. I haven't been doing really lives lately. So that's the thing. There you go. Make sure you subscribe and all that other good stuff.